What's going on, everybody? Here, welcome back to some more Starfield. Today we're gonna talk about the shipping platforms and like moving things between bases and what I found out, and hopefully to make it easier for you all when it comes to your base design and building all the fun needs that you have. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, all the fun things. Let's go ahead and let's pop into this view. I tried to get it to be daytime, but unfortunately I could not make it. I couldn't make it daytime. Also, I'm having the bug where it doesn't want to build anything. So if you pull up a thing and it's basically saying cannot build, missing item, resources, or whatever, and it has like a loading screen, basically just reload your save real quick and it should fix everything. Okay, so now we're good. So let's talk about these cargo links. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the cargo link intersystem. This is the one that does require helium-3. As you can see, we have helium-3 here. This base that I'm currently on with all these little connection points, they are supplying all the base stuff here. Now I do have helium-3 being extracted here, so we have helium-3 here. I have some containers over here. Basically what I'm doing is throwing in these containers. These containers are connected. This container brings it over to this container, and then this container brings it into this helium container right here. So this is your helium container. Now as far as helium goes, you only have to have it on one side of your shipping line. So these platforms can only connect to one other platform. So the other platform that this is connected to in a different system does not have helium connected to it. Only this one does. So this one will work, and they'll still move resources back and forth as long as one side has helium. You don't have to have it on both sides. Now if you were to say going to daisy chain, or say you needed this ship to take helium to the other base, what you could do is, for me, I would basically leave one of these helium extractors going into this side, and then I could simply place the other one, like this one right here, as a regular output resource. You know what I'm saying? So I can put it over here, and then this ship would actually take helium to the next place where it drops it off. Now, like I said, everything in here only has two like one connection port, and I'll go to a different base and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so this base right here, we have two platforms. Now these are both just cargo links, the within the planetary system cargo links. These are not the ones that have the hydrogen need or the helium-3 need, but what I want to talk about is the fact that these can only connect to one other pad. So this pad has a connection to, if you look at the very bottom of the texture there, this pad has a connection to my my nickel, chlorine, and tetrachlorine base. This pad is connected to my alpha post 1, my main base. So basically what's happening here is the nickel, chlorine, and tetrachlorines are being brought from that base to this base, and then they are being offloaded into containers, and then those containers are then being sent out to my alpha post via a different pad here. Now this base also provides, I believe this is copper, and so we've got fluorine here, we've got tetrafluorines, and I believe it's copper. Yeah, copper. So this base also provides copper. So basically what this is doing is this is bringing in nickel and chlorine and all that stuff, and it's all being brought into this, and then this one's taking everything back to the base. So this is actually outputting nickel, copper, chlorine, tetrachlorines, all that stuff. It's outputting absolutely everything. So you cannot have multiple links on one system, and I kind of show you what I mean by that. So when I go into here, it will only have one connection. You can't say I can't connect this one to to two other outposts. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't make it to where, you know, outpost A and outpost B deliver to outpost C, if that makes sense. Like A to C and then B to C. I can't do that. It's only one for one. They just go back and forth, and that's it. So what you have to do is you have to have multiples on a base in order to you know, condense things together and get things all, like, you know, where you want them. Now there is a little bit of a caveat here that you can only have so many. So if I go back in my outpost menu and I go to here and we go over to the cargo links, you can see I can only have 3. Now that number where it says 2 of 3 in the top left hand corner there, That is per base, per establishment. It's not per solar system. It's not per it's just per base. So I already have 2 here. As you can see, I could only have 1 more. Now, this also goes with the cargo link intersystem. So these actually share the same like pool of cargo links. So you can only have 1 more. Now, I don't believe this, it doesn't share with this, and it doesn't share with the landing pad. So right now I can only have 3 total cargo links, whether it's intersystem or not. Now, there is an actual perk to increase this if we go into our perk points. So it's under social, and it's outpost management. So additional cargo links can be placed at outposts, additional robots can be constructed, additional crew can be assigned, and then output extractors produce twice as fast. So basically this first one right here, this will give you extra outpost links to place. I don't know how many it is because I haven't got it yet, and it's it's quite a few points down there. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out at some point, but just keep that in mind when you're building your bases and you're trying to figure out your stuff. You do have a limit on what you can have. So basically, to recap, and I hope I'm explaining this as simple as possible. Basically, to recap, your helium-3 only has to be on one side, and these can only connect to one other post, but you can have 3 pads in one post. So essentially, like I said, I could have another pad here bringing another resources from another base here, and then this one sending it off to my main post, if you will. So that's kind of how they're getting around that, and it seems to be working pretty good. Now, the only thing, there's a couple other things with like base building and stuff that I would like to see and I'd like to know, but I just don't know yet, and I don't think I'm going to know for a while, because I am going to, unfortunately, I'm gonna New Game Plus again because of some things, and I'm trying to not give any spoilers, so I'm not gonna say anything here. But yeah, so there you go. Hopefully that helps. I know I had a lot of questions on this, and I hope that answers most of them. A lot of them were basically the fuel resource, and you just need it on one side. And if you need more fuel, I mean, I would go set up a outpost link somewhere that has helium-3, and like let's say I needed helium-3 on this planet. And I didn't have it, right? So what I could do is, like I said, I could have another post, I can have another landing pad here, or I could put it at another base and import it here. But I could just go and grab it from a local moon or something. So like this little moon right here has helium-3 and aluminum. I could set up a base here with just helium-3 and just do a local trade to my other base, which is on this planet. And then that would give me the helium-3. So there is a limit on how many bases you can have, but currently I have I believe I actually have it maxed out now to where I can have no, I have 12, but I already have some built. I believe the max is actually 24 bases, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to planetary habitation. So increase max by 12, increase max by 16. So by default, I believe you get 8, and if you increase that by 16, you'd have 24. If you need 24 bases, you're doing some high level stuff. I'm just saying. Now, eventually, well, I'll probably get to that point, but not for a while. But yeah, so hopefully this helped. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hope to see you again. But yeah, there it is. There's my bases, and that's what we got going on. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.